motivation is actually ruining and killing all of your progress. Motivation is dopamine, and basically, things like some people actually try to get like rich and they try to do all this stuff. They think that they are succeeding because very often they have motivation spikes. If you have motivation spikes often, that does not mean you are doing that doesn't mean you're doing anything. It just means you're a consumer of content, probably. And motivation is spikes. It's up and down. It's up and down. It's basically dopamine. It's like a price chart. Well, not really, but with dopamine, the higher you climb, the more you're gonna fall from it, right? It's literally motivation is the same thing. The higher you climb, the more you get motivated, the worse you're gonna wake up the next day. And instead of going up and down, you need to be in a straight line. If you want to head somewhere, if you want to achieve something, you cannot go up and down constantly and stick to one plan, stick to one thing that you want to do. You can't do that. You must go in a straight line. The best example that I can give you is New Year resolutions. You probably had a resolution, right? You probably had a New Year resolution. Bro, it's already the 4th month of the year. It's literally like it's getting close to half of the year. Has your New Year resolution stayed? Have you stick to it? Well, I know the answer is probably not. You probably haven't went to the gym every single day, because most New Year resolutions are just like about the gym, about eating right, or making money. They don't work because you've done nothing the whole year, and then you magically think that a date on the calendar changing is going to suddenly change your whole life. You think because instead of December, it's now January, you can go to the gym every single day with no problem. And it's simply not true. And if you wanted to do this, you basically just have to simplify it if you want to actually stick to a plan. So instead of saying like, I'm gonna go to the gym every single day or 4 times a week or 3 times a week, just say instead of that, you'll do 20 push-ups every single day. I promise you that is a far better and more achievable thing if you had done absolutely nothing for the past year. I think if you're struggling with motivation, what you should do is, like, after you watch this video, you should make a video for yourself and you should play it back in exactly 6 months. So for example, right now, if it's April, you're gonna have to play it back in October, right? And you should tell yourself what you're doing right now, what you're up to, what are you thinking about, what do you want to achieve, all of these stuff. And I know you're probably just gonna skip it or be like, oh, I've heard this before, I'm not gonna do it. Bro, it takes 2 or 3 minutes to do, and if you're not lazy, just do it. It's literally for your own good. I want you to tell yourself that in 6 months you can either stay a failure or actually achieve something. Because yes, I do truly believe that in 6 months, if you focus or lock in, whatever you want to say, if you focus in one direction in 6 months, you will succeed. You will make it. Doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's, for example, getting money. It doesn't matter if it's the gym. It doesn't matter if it's, I don't know, you want to get a girlfriend or something. If you focus on that one area for 6 months, you will either fail because you stopped like in the 3rd week, or you will succeed. I want you to tell yourself that, because I want you to remind yourself of that video every single day. And you need to feel some sort of a pressure, right? You feel that pressure of, wait, what if those 6 months actually pass and I haven't evolved, I haven't grown, I've stayed the same, instead of being in the position I'm in right now because I haven't took action and I quit. I could have succeeded, I could have won, I could have been in a different place. I wouldn't be here anymore. But I failed myself. I disappointed myself. I want you to remind yourself of that every single day so you don't disappoint yourself. That is motivation. That's all you need. You just need to motivate yourself. You don't need all these. You don't need all these videos. You don't need all these shorts. You don't need to be reposting content on Instagram and all this. You don't need to post stories. You just need to wake up with a plan. You need to execute it. And in 6 months, you either fail or succeed. And if you don't stop doing this, like if you are actually focused in that one direction, you're locked in that one direction, that one goal, it will happen. If you're not lying to yourself, if you're actually trying your best, it's impossible to fail. You will not fail. I'm telling you. 6 months, I'm guaranteeing you, you will not fail. The only reason why you will fail is if you say you've tried, but truthfully you haven't gave your best, or you just simply quit. One of these two. Again, I'm telling you, 6 months, you could be in a completely different position that you're in right now. And I wish that everyone that sees this actually records that video, actually thinks about it, because it's literally all you need. Like, it resets your brain, and the way that it does it is because you constantly remind yourself that instead of, for example, those 6 months pass and you watch that video, you're in your house, you're in your bed, right, and you're just watching the video. It's October and you're like, oh yeah, I made this video. You can be like, oh damn, I actually failed. I could have been somewhere else. See, maybe I could afford to rent a sports car today instead of staying at home in my bed. Maybe instead of doing this, I could do this. Maybe instead of still being skinny or still being fat, I would have been fit by now. That is fear of being average, fear of remaining average, of staying average. Not the fear of being average, but the fear of staying average, because most people are born average. But in 6 months, you can definitely change that, and you don't need any of these motivational videos anymore. The only one you need is the one that you will make for you in the future. So I hope you can take something from this video. Maybe it motivated you, maybe it didn't. You need discipline, and if you don't have it, how do you expect to win? If you can't do the things that must be done as opposed to what you feel like doing, how do you think you're ever gonna win? I'll catch you in the next video.